Sir, I'm going to have to give you a ticket.
Well, I guess you're just doing your job, right?
So your dog or your donkey or whatever ran onto the street for the third time, and you got a warning from animal control last time, and now you're getting a ticket. It looks a lot like this. You likely reacted in one of two ways. With mild irritation, you accepted what happened and will pursue your options in a rational and mature manner. Or you flew off the handle like an entitled child because the world owes you a debt of gratitude and everything is always someone else's fault. For the former, you have our respect, and that respect will follow into the courtroom if you choose that path. For the latter, grow up, you're embarrassing yourself, and we're recording your tantrum in our notes, which will become part of the official court record later on. Trust me, you'll look back on this and feel kinda dumb later. So you have 3 options you can exercise, and you have 15 days in which to exercise them. Option 1 is simply to pay the fine. Option 2 is called early resolution, and what this is essentially a meeting with the prosecutor where you plead your case and you're sort of pleading guilty but with an excuse. You can try and get the fine reduced or just get more time to pay it. This is a pretty popular option. The third option is trial. You're pleading not guilty to the offense for which you've been charged. A trial date will be set, usually a few months down the road, and you'll have your day in court. These matters usually take about an hour, but there can always be delays, so be prepared to wait around for a little bit. If found guilty, the presiding justice has the discretion to reduce the fine or to give you time to pay. These options are printed on the back of every ticket, so you don't have to rewatch this video if you get one. Although we would appreciate it if you watch the video again because it helps our YouTube analytics. Let's dispel a couple of myths. The first is quotas. We do not have quotas at the Humane Society. If you deserve a ticket, you're likely going to get one. Now, we know a ticket can be a considerable financial burden to people, especially when times are tough. We're not blind to that, but it's important to understand that we have a job to do and everyone has a responsibility to follow the law. If we consistently do nothing but warn people, especially the same people over and over again, we're accused of not doing our job. Myth number 2 is we receive some kind of bonus or financial compensation from the tickets we write. We actually don't receive a single dime from any of the tickets we write. The money goes to either the city or the region, probably the region. In fact, some municipalities actually bill us for prosecution services when our cases go to court. So this is important. Attitude does matter. Officers are not robots. If I don't think that a simple warning is going to be a deterrent to the continuation of whatever offense I caught you committing, then I'm going to issue a ticket. A warning is a courtesy. There's no law that says we have to give a warning. That being said, in general practice, we do give warnings. We give a lot of warnings. And most of the time, this is enough to keep people from repeating whatever offense we caught them committing. Most people are generally decent, law-abiding citizens, and if they had committed an offense, it's probably because it was an accident or they were just generally ignorant of what the bylaw says. Now, that being said, if this accident resulted in damage to property or injury, then our hand is kind of forced in that situation. A warning isn't really going to cut it, regardless of how nice you happen to be. So the takeaway from all this is if you're getting a ticket, don't freak out about it. From our perspective, there's a reason you're getting it. Remember, you always have the right to have your side of the story heard by an independent third party. It really does nobody any good to stand there and argue with the officer. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Night Call. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Night Call generally does not appear on Facebook, so YouTube is the only place you can watch it. And we'll see you next time, whenever that is.